Daisaku Ikeda of Soka Gakkai, the secret to making the second half of life shine. Now that we have reached the era of the 100-year life, how should we live our 50s, 60s, and 70s? Many people carry this question in their hearts. Throughout his life, Daisaku Ikeda, honorary president of the Soka Gakkai, consistently spoke of human potential and the philosophy of hope. Through more than 400 books, speeches, and dialogues, the essence of his philosophy was not the fear of aging, but the dignity of the human being that deepens with every passing year. In this video, we will introduce his words and philosophy along 6 pillars: hope, courage, friendship, mission, health, and happiness. Through these eternal themes, let us unravel the secrets to making the second half of life shine, together with the words of Mr. Ikeda. Chapter 1. Hope is the energy for a new beginning. When reaching the second half of life, many feel a sense of stagnation, thinking it is too late, or I cannot see what lies ahead. However, Daisaku Ikeda consistently rejected such feelings of resignation. In 100 selected quotes by Daisaku Ikeda, Shuokoron Shinsha, which collects carefully selected words from his books and speeches, he writes, "Even if you have lost everything, if you still have hope, everything starts anew from there. Hope is always a departure, an eternal beginning. No matter how harsh the circumstances, as long as you keep the torch of hope in your heart, a new story begins." This was Mr. Ikeda's fundamental view of life. Furthermore, in Dr. Ikeda's Dialogue of Hope, published on the official Soka Gakkai website, he says, "People who have courage are happy. Even if you lose everything, if you still have courage, you have the most important thing remaining. Hope and courage do not wither with age. On the contrary, those who have experienced life's hardships know the weight of those words through experience." Mr. Ikeda declared that hope is always a departure. The second half of life can indeed be the most powerful starting point of hope. To those in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, is the light of hope still burning in your heart? The radiance of your second act begins by believing in that small flame. Chapter 2. On Aging Beautifully. In a society that fears aging, Daisaku Ikeda spoke of the completely opposite perspective of aging beautifully. 100 selected quotes by Daisaku Ikeda includes these words: "As one adds the rings of life, the heart becomes increasingly youthful. Your outward appearance may age, but the heart, the more it is refined, the more youthfully it continues to shine." This paradox was Mr. Ikeda's philosophy on, quote, aging. Furthermore, in the novel The New Human Revolution, Volume 29, Joy Chapter, it is written, "What is the supreme proof of faith in one's later years? It is not wealth, status, or fame. It lies in the radiance of one's character as a human being, just as one is. The true victory of the second half of life is not found in social status or assets, but in the internal brilliance of the human being." This statement speaks a profound truth common to everyone. Aging is not a loss, but an accumulation. The depth, warmth, and understanding of humanity that one could not know when young. These are all treasures that can only be obtained through the passing of years. The aging beautifully that Mr. Ikeda demonstrated was not a resistance to outward appearance, but an affirmation of inner growth. Do not fear growing older. Live with pride. That is the first step toward making the second half of life shine. Chapter 3. Courage breaks down walls. The moment you feel, I am too old to take on challenges. You begin to age from within. Daisaku Ikeda spoke about the importance of courage throughout his life. In 100 selected quotes by Daisaku Ikeda, he states, "Victory in life also begins entirely with courage. The courage to take a step forward, the courage not to give up, the courage not to be defeated by oneself. Courage is what breaks down walls." He also addressed this in Dr. Ikeda's Dialogue of Hope. A person who takes a step forward, even while trembling, is a courageous person. Courage is, quote, strength. Like physical or intellectual strength, it becomes stronger when trained. The more you use it, the stronger that strength becomes. Courage is the same. This is not just a message for the young. In the second half of life, or rather, precisely because of it, these words shine even more brightly. 100 selected quotes also contains these words: action over complaining, challenge over resignation, courage over cowardice. Buddhism exists in that behavior. In the second half of life, different walls stand in your way than in your youth. Anxiety about health, decline in physical strength, loneliness. But these are all walls to be overcome, not the end. Take a step forward, even if you are trembling. The accumulation of that small courage creates the brilliance of your second act. Chapter 4. Friendship and Dialogue Enrich Life. In the second half of life, nothing consumes a person like isolation and loneliness. Daisaku Ikeda repeatedly spoke of the power of dialogue and friendship. In 100 selected quotes by Daisaku Ikeda, it is written, "Unchanging friendship is more precious than any treasure." And the same book also includes these words: "Dialogue is the prerogative of human beings. It is the strongest bond that crosses all barriers that separate people, connecting hearts and connecting the world." Furthermore, in the New Human Revolution, Volume 29, he positions dialogue as the foundation of the restoration of humanity, from the perspective that only through dialogue does religion become something of the people. Mr. Ikeda himself practiced dialogue, publishing over 50 volumes of dialogues with leaders, intellectuals, and artists from around the world. It was not merely intellectual exchange, but the resonance of soul between human beings. In the second half of life, there are connections you may lose, but there are also connections that deepen even more. True friendship, which transcends the superficial connections of youth, is fostered by sharing each other's pain and joy. Mr. Ikeda also said to overcome suffering, encouragement is needed above all else. Within relationships where you encourage and are encouraged lies the richness of the second half of life. Let's reach out to someone today. That is the beginning of the strongest bond. Chapter 5. The Power of Living with a Mission. The greatest pitfall of the second half of life is the sense of loss that I am no longer needed. Daisaku Ikeda provided an answer to this problem through the perspective of mission. In the afterword of the New Human Revolution, Volume 1, he wrote of his own determination. "As long as life continues, I will continue to write." What is correct Buddhism? What is a correct life? And what is the truth of history? What is the battle for justice for humanity? Because therein lies a path that opens the future of mankind. These were the words of Mr. Ikeda in his 90s. Until he passed away at 95, he continued to write and speak. Age could not extinguish the flame of his mission. Also in Dr. Ikeda's dialogue on youth on the official Soka Gakkai website, he quotes the words of his mentor, Josei Toda. Life is decided by what kind of sense of happiness you held in the final few years of your life. The second half is the time when the true battle of life is decided, bundling up all the hardships and experiences until then, and facing what only you can do, that is, living for a mission. A mission is not given only to special people. Everyone's life has a role that only they can play. Finding that and continuing to polish. It is the most powerful way to make the second half of life shine. Chapter 6. What is true happiness? Finally, let us face the fundamental question that Daisaku Ikeda pursued throughout his life. What is happiness? In his words cited in the Seikyo Shimbun series, Observing Birth, Aging, Sickness, and Death, 2018, he says, no matter how happy one may appear on the outside, you don't know if they are truly happy. No matter how blessed one may be materially or environmentally, it does not guarantee happiness. Growing as a human being, raising your state of life, polishing your heart, tempering your heart, that is the foundation of happiness. And in 100 selected quotes by Daisaku Ikeda, it is written, there is no such thing as only your own happiness, nor is there only someone else's unhappiness. To the extent that you make others happy, you also become happy. These words show that happiness is never completed solely within an individual. Making someone smile, wiping away someone's tears, making someone's burden a little lighter, that is directly linked to your own happiness. The second half of life is also a shift from an era of receiving to an era of giving, returning the accumulated experience, wisdom, and warmth to those around you. Within that way of living lies true happiness. Mr. Ikeda wrote as the theme of the human revolution. A great human revolution in just a single individual will help achieve a change in the destiny of a nation. Your revolution of happiness will change those around you and change the world. Ending. The words of Daisaku Ikeda are a compass for a way of life that does not use age as an excuse. As he wrote in the afterword of the new human revolution, the flame of the soul, to continue writing as long as life continues, is also the greatest message to us. Your second half of life has only just begun. From this very moment, take that first step. Even if you have lost everything, if you still have hope, everything starts anew from there. Thank you for watching until the end. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.